Kev Dog. Isn't that? It's that legendary blade. The Master Sword. What the balls?
Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid.
Kev Dog. Wake up, Kev Dog, the chosen one. I am Ra-Ru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Kev Dog, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself.
Oh my god, I have a giant nose! Well, it's too bad my body didn't grow into it. Look, Kev Dog, you're big now! You've grown up! Oh, I am big now, Navi, wouldn't you know?
The Master Sword is a sacred blade, which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? Sure, but remember, though you open the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thebes, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples in Hyrule, and in 7 short years, he transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only little influence, even in this sacred realm, namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all of the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Ra-Ru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. Now I will hug the sky in an awkward prayer to Galurkin, and hand you some kind of yellow disc that you're probably going to use dual tops or something like that, because apparently Link is really into Beyblades.
You receive the Light Medallion. Ra-Ru the Sage adds his power to yours.
Find the other sages, and save Hyrule.
And hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. Believe it or not, this is an entirely different save file. and you'll be able to see some minute differences between this and the last save file. Reason for that? My commentary for, like, the next few parts was terrible. KevDog, we're back in the Temple of Time, but have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here. Yep, so basically making the boomerang the most useless item in the entire game, because you literally only use it for one temple and like 20 Skulltulas, of which you don't even need to get all the Skulltulas to beat the game, so whatever. Who the hell's behind me? Show yourself! You're already shown! What the hell? I've been waiting for you, hero of time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages, who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. I'd like to go inside a goddess of the sand, if you know what I mean. Oh, snap! Together with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. You may put down your blade, for I am not evil for some reason, even though I have red eyes. As I see you standing there holding your mythical master sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. Well, how would you know what they look like if it's just a legend, like, passed down through the temples? Like, it's word of mouth. How would you know what the person looks like? If you believe in the legend, you should have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. You know what? I don't believe in this legend. I'm just gonna go kick Ganondorf's ass. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl, I'm sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But, if you believe what I'm saying, you should head for Kakariko Village. Do you understand, KevDog? Sure, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't seem that complicated. Yeah, so basically, we're an adult now, and the world is quite similar, but also quite different. In general, like, geographic layout, the world is pretty much exactly the same. However, there are a lot of things that change, and you know what? It's gotten a little darker out here. It's a little bit stormy. You know, Ganondorf being the evil king doesn't seem so bad. I mean, it's just a bad day out, right? Right? Oh my god, there's zombies in the streets! Everybody run! Holy shit, there's like people screaming and people dead, and like, they're gonna hump my brains out. Oh my god, what the fuck? So yeah, as I said, this is an entirely different save file from the last save file that I had. First place we're going to be going is right over here, Lon Lon Ranch, and this is basically going to be like one of 2 times that we actually need to go there for the game. You don't ever actually need to go here to beat the game, but I mean, you get 2 things that are really, really good out of it. One of which was the empty bottle that we got earlier, and the other was, well, something we're about to get, so don't worry too much about it. But the main reason that I'm actually restarting this file is because, like, the commentary on some of those videos sucked, and then I saved over the file stupidly. So I made a copy this time, so hopefully if the commentary turns out really bad for this, then whatever, and I can just restart. There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch, but don't be ridiculous. That guy Talon was weak. I, the hardworking Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me. Listen, the great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride. Sure, I'll ride your horse. You want to hear how to ride? Nah, I know how. Don't worry about it. Yeah, riding horses is generally quite simple. What you want to do is you bust out your ocarina and play the background music from what was playing before. Not what's playing now, because you can't really play it. I don't know if I've ever mentioned anything, but like, I just found this out like in my practice file, and I had no idea that you could do this. But apparently, if you move the control stick while you're playing the ocarina, you can yeah, I'm done. Whatever. Like, you have to go in there and do it once to get this. Do you want to hear how to ride? No. But what was I saying? Yeah, you could use a control stick while you're playing the ocarina, and you can make it sound different. And that's kind of cool, because you could play some, like, really cool stuff. Like, you could play songs that you probably wouldn't think you could play. You could play, like, the whole Song of Healing, I think, on the ocarina, just by doing that little trick. Stupid horse, don't, like, ram into me. Climb, Link, climb onto the giant horse that's going to probably kill you at some point. Actually, no, it won't, but whatever. This horse is a good horse and is glitching its face through the fence. Yeah, sure. Basically, what he asked was like, do you want to race? And let's bet 50 rupees. I don't think you actually need to have 50 rupees in order to go and race him. All I know is that he's a dillhole, because he almost always cuts you off that corner. And because of that, I'm just gonna cut in front and detonate, basically. So, push me, fool, push me. Ah, wonderful. Horses ramming face into other horses' ass. It's beautiful. One of the reasons why I restarted this save file was because during the Forest Temple, which is the first temple that we're going to be going to, but we're going to be going to a dungeon before then. There's quite a few things we're actually going to be doing before we go to the Forest Temple, but how about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Yeah, totally, I'll race you. Okay, I'm back. I actually lost the race, as sad as that is. So yeah, this second race is, I find it to be considerably harder, but I'm doing a lot better this time. And if you lose, he actually does take 50 rupees from you, so don't go expecting that he's going to take it easy. And yes, I did find out the hard way that you do need 50 rupees to actually go and race him, so yeah, just be wary of that. Just make sure that you win. It's not that hard to win. Yeah, how did you tame that wild horse from under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet on the race and lost. Shoot! As I promised, I'll give you the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. And he shuts the gate on us. What a dillhole. Try as you might, you could probably jump that fence, so, I mean, you probably should. Or you could jump this fence back here, because I don't feel like turning around on the horse. So yeah, jump the fence, and you're clear, even though its hooves, like, obviously went right through the fence. Clipping for N64 games. They're being played on a GameCube. It looks slightly better on a GameCube than on an N64. Even though it does that weird, like, boxy pixelation thing because of my DVD player that I have to run my capture card through, because for some reason, footage is not stable at all if you run it directly through capture card. Because for some reason my capture card is just a giant piece of steaming shit. Also, that staircase is being textured weirdly as I'm getting closer and closer, and it looks like it's in 3D or some awkward shit like that. Actually, did you know that the GameCube was actually originally supposed to be in 3D? Which is kind of cool if you think about it. Like, we could have had a 3D system far before the 3DS, but apparently it would have cost like an exorbitant amount of money to actually buy a GameCube, so they kind of scrapped that idea. Anyways, yeah, we're back at Kakariko Village. It's actually slightly darker here than when you're a kid, no matter what time of day you come. It's like more sunsetty. That's probably because of the fact that Death Mountain is just like dying, and you're right basically at the foot of Death Mountain. Even though like basically every other Zelda game you're not. Let's talk to you. I bred a new type of miniature cucko. I call it the Pocket Cucko. I don't get goosebumps from this baby. Cuccos are very good at getting lazy late risers out of bed. Haven't you heard of them before? It makes them very happy to crow, cuckoo! Especially when it wakes up a very heavy sleeper. However, my cucko is not entirely happy right now. You look like you're good at handling cuccos. It's always awkward when they do like 3 dots and then a comma. I don't know why they do that. But anyways, this crazy cucko breeder lady that's for some reason allergic to cuccos is like if I bred horses and then like I was me. I'm deathly allergic to horses if you don't know, by the way. Last time I got on a horse, I went into anaphylactic shock, and I probably had brain damage from that, and that's probably why I'm LPing. That would explain a lot of things, because LPing is a lot of work, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful, but it's a lot of work. Anyways, we come, I think it's in this house. I'm not entirely sure. It's not this house. I'm retarded. Why did I think it was this house? There's another house you go to in Kakariko Village. I know which one it is now. It was like one of 2, and I knew it was one of 2, and I know it's not this one right here. Dude, those guys are having way too much fun in front of that tree. Like, one of them must be jacking the other off or something along those lines. I don't even want to know what they're doing, and I don't really care enough. So, yeah. So over here you see, holy crap, it's Mario, and he's sleeping again. Like, what the hell is he doing? So, you play the Sun song twice. I completely forgot to do that. I'm retarded. Why is there a bearded lady inside this house? Why? Why are they gone now? Look, the chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's a miracle of life. Just like before. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Talk to him again. Did you say Malin? Thanks, and go back to the ranch. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody actually cares about what you have to say because you're from Texas or something like that. And I don't know why I'm doing this awkward accent, even though I can't really do accents very well. But this one, for some reason, I'm not having really a hard time doing it. You notice up there, that thing of bricks that was there before? This is actually the first time I've ever noticed it, but it actually turned into the shooting gallery. Because everybody wants to torture themselves to the shooting gallery that doesn't really give you anything worth doing. Because, like, we don't even have the weapon that you use to, like, use the shooting gallery yet. I mean, we had the one that you do as a kid, but I wasn't sure if it gave you more seeds or if it gave you a piece of heart. And then I never did it because I don't really care. You don't really use seeds that much in this game because you spend most of the game as an adult. You return the Pocket Cuckoo got Kohiro in return. Why is it blue? I'm blue, abba-dee, abba-da, nabba-dee, abba-da, nabba-dee, abba-da, nabba-dee, abba-da, abba-dee, abba-da, nabba-dee, abba-da, abba-dee, abba-da. I don't actually know what he says. I just sort of assume it's abba-dee, abba-da, or something like that, because that's always how I heard it as a kid. I've heard people, I think it was Chugga Conroy said in one of his LPs, way back when I used to watch him all the time, that it was, I'm blue, if I were green, I would die. I don't know if that's actually what he's saying. I don't think so. That doesn't sound right to me, personally. By the way, this is a race with Dompe the Gravekeeper. He died. Like, I'm assuming the small child, which, like, pretended to be him all the time, tried to kill him and take his place, and then the taking his place didn't work very well. By the way, a lot of people believe what the heart piece you get from doing this to be the hardest heart piece in the game, and I'm not doing this for the heart piece, so I don't really care. But what you have to do to get the heart piece is you have to beat this guy in under 100 seconds, not 100 seconds, in under a minute. Which, you know, it's pretty difficult, but it's not like undoable. I mean, I'll probably get like 103 or 100, like a minute and 3 or a minute and 4. The race isn't that long. Honestly, if you hook shot right here. Well, actually, if you long shot right there, and get your hooks on one of those torches that are up here, yeah, like a minute 5 or 6. I think that's what I got in my first recording session. Doesn't really matter what you get, as long as you make it to the end of the race the first time. That's all you really need to do. So there's the piece of heart you get from this, and then there's also a piece of heart inside of this windmill that we're about to basically pop out of for some reason. And I don't know how this tunnel leads to the windmill, but it sort of does. I don't know if anybody's ever like actually drawn a map of how this works and then like actually tried to connect the dots and such. That'd be kind of cool if somebody actually did that, because I know somebody did basically tried to fit together all the maps from all the dungeons in Zelda 1, and basically it essentially makes a giant like rectangle. I think has the same dimensions as the world map, and I'm not too sure if it's actually the same dimensions, but it's pretty close. It looks to be similar proportioned. By the way, if you see blocks like this, play the Song of Time, and then they will probably go away, assuming you're not standing too close to them or standing on top of them or something like that. Sometimes it's a little bit glitchy, but I mean, generally you can get it to work without too much of a problem. And now we climb up here, and look where we are. We're inside the windmill for some reason. And there's a piece of heart up there. I don't think I've actually been in here in the LP yet, but this is the windmill. You talk to this guy, he's just like raging. What? You got an ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. I'm really bad at playing the Ocarina songs, if you can't tell. Especially if you go, like, down, up. I try to do, like, Z and then up on the C stick, but, like, my thumb has to move from A to C up, and it's just sort of awkward, and, like, fuck? You know, like, fuck? And this guy's just going mad with his organ thing that's on his back. You learn the Song of Storms. Yes, this is a bit of a weird thing in the game. Essentially, it creates a time paradox where, like, Link learns the song from this guy who learned it from him, which doesn't really make any sense, but that's just what it is. Very, very odd. Let me just say that. But that's basically the entire way that I can describe it. By the way, instead of splitting the videos like I was before, we're just like actually making an outro or something like that. Probably just gonna make like an ending for the entire recording session and just be like, bye at the end of the recording session, and then just like split the videos somewhere in the middle at some point, like probably around a half hour through, because he's getting posted like once a week, so we might as well have like a decent amount of progress per video. But yeah, sometimes it's really hard to tell like how long the videos are, because like when I started recording, there was like 2 or 3 minutes before I actually like talked, and then like I'm not sure where I'm gonna start the episode. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start it like with Navi talking like it's that legendary blade, or if I'm gonna start it with like Ganondorf's face or something like that. I don't know. And then there was like 4 or 5 minutes in the middle where it was like fuck and me trying to go get money, and then like I cut out the second race and the first race the second time and stuff like that. Like, if I cut anything and I like fail completely and miserably, I will always admit it. Don't get me wrong. By the way, we're gonna do something a little bit weird here. We're gonna basically go and open up the temple and then immediately leave, which is probably gonna sound odd, but that's what I'm gonna do. Basically, like, there's this trading quest that we're doing right now, and you might not even realize that we're in the process of doing it, but basically the blue chicken has something to do with it. I can't remember if it's this way or the other. Yeah, it is this way. I remember there's a point where you go straight, left, right. No, I played that wrong. God damn it. And, like, last time I recorded this, I actually died to the boss of the Forest Temple because my controller died halfway through, like, legitimately, and I only had 1 heart left. So he just, like, hit me while I was playing ping pong with him because my controller had died, and I looked down and it's like, well, fuck. Like, that's just kind of a slap in the face. We go right? No, I go left here. That's right. I think. I'm not actually too sure. No, I was supposed to go straight, and then left, and then right. Okay. I can never remember when to get past Mido, like, which direction you're supposed to go. And then right, and then we're good. And this little place, this is one of the most annoying things in the entire game for me personally. I really hate this. And don't get me wrong, it's not like a bad thing in the game, but I mean, it's not great either. Yeah, Navi, shut up. From here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you can sneak up on some enemies. Yeah, that's basically the only way that you could get through here, and this is really annoying, and it took me, like, I think on my 3rd playthrough of this game, I actually figured out what to do here, because I just sort of, like, sit here and wait for these guys to get in front of you, and then just hit them with the hookshot, because they're really annoying. Let's see if I can hit this guy from here. Maybe. Shoot him in the back, shoot him in the spine. Fuck. L target, and then pull out the hookshot. And then shoot him in the spine. You just need to hit him in the spine with the hookshot once. It's not that bad, but it's still kind of annoying. Crap, you can't sidestep. Well, that's what we got bomb juice for, because, like, that, basically. That is the entire reason why I went and bought bomb juice before I became an adult. Oh, fuck! Wow, that was really close. And if he's got his spear up like that, god damn it. Use bomb juice. There we go. No, fuck! What the hell, game? God damn it. I hate this section of the game so much. Like, you have no idea how much I hate it. There we go. You're dead. Actually, this is probably my least favorite thing in the entire game. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I say I'm not gonna lie like 400 times in every video, but I'm actually, like, not lying when I say that this is my least favorite thing in the entire game. Heart, come back here, thank you. Now, over here, I don't know if I pointed this out before. I might have. I can't actually remember. But over here is the most convenient thing in the entire game. Dude! Dude! No, don't tell me that this is gonna happen repeatedly. Fuck! This one specific guy is why I hate this. Is because you climb up here, and he just, like, sentient, or some shit like that. I don't actually know, but... Are you serious? But you move slightly that way. Now I hit him with bomb shoot. There we go. Spent like 10 rupees a piece on these things. Jesus Christ, you'd think you'd be able to hit someone with them. But in here, there's fairies fountain. Extremely convenient. Highly recommended you go here several times if you're doing a 3-heart run like I am. And if you're doing a 3-heart run with like all the bottles, even better. Because, like, you get 4 fairies. And I'm only going to use 3 bottles. Because, honestly, it's not worth my time to go and get the 4th bottle. I've only ever done it once. And, honestly, it felt like a waste of time while I was doing it. So, if it feels like a waste of time while you're doing it, as opposed to, like, after you get the reward, then that kind of sucks. Plus, you have to go into your C slot again and go and get out all your stuff. Bomb choose down, I guess. I think that was how I had it before, actually. Not actually too sure. Is he still holding the bottle? No. Sometimes he'll be holding the item that you cover up with the C-stick after you get rid of it, but whatever. Yeah, basically, right here is where the forest temple is. Like, remember, we came here before, and then Saria said, like, this place is going to be really important to us because derpa jerk off. Yeah. 3 bomb shoes. Take this guy out really easily. I hope that wasn't too fast. And one more. And there we go, he's dead. This guy is really difficult to take out because, as you saw, like, he went and, like, slammed his thing on the ground and created, like, a shockwave. And that is really annoying because, like, you have to sidestep him, and it's actually pretty difficult to do. I don't think I've ever gotten it first try. Maybe, like, once. I don't actually know. But you see here, you come here and Saria's gone from her stump. Aw. Like, sad. You can actually see, you can see the character expression on his face, and it's just like, you can tell he's lost without his friend. The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. The thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Forest. I don't know if it's Minuet or Minuet, but either way, it's awesome. And Sheik disappears. Probably should have been talking through that last little part, but whatever. Yeah, and basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to backtrack through the forest and meet you basically, like, at the start of the Lost Woods. As awkward as this sounds, that's actually what I'm going to do. Dude, I just hit you in the head. How are you not dead? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? God damn it. Okay, I'll meet you at the start.